All right, so in this video, I am going to show you in real time how I am adjusting my clients. I feel like it's the best way to show you my thought process in how I'm deciding what adjustments to make. So I'm going to show you three different examples of three different people who are totally on different journeys and different goals, okay? So this first one, this girl that I have, her BMR, and by the way, this is the app, this is the Pact app, and everything that I'm showing you, you'll be able to have access to and look for yourself once you are in your program. So her BMR is 1824, so I have her right at 1800 and 30% protein, which is 135 grams of protein for her, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this week right here. So I'm going to look at the past 7 days. So if we remember in the last video, the first thing is accuracy and consistency. So I've been working with her for over a year. I know that she's accurate, but I want to see how consistent she is. So this week looks like she tracked 5 out of 7 days. So she hit the minimum requirement there. And each of those days, she was very, very close to her calorie goal. So 1732. 2000, so she's right within that range that I was talking about in the last video every single day. And then if I scroll down and look at her protein, it looks like on those days she hit her protein 3 out of 7 days. So right here and now, I know that I'm not going to change anything because I want her to get at least 5 days of protein where she's hitting close to that. So on these days, she got 100 grams and 104 grams, which is a little bit too low based on her goal. So I could stop right there and just say, hey, Gayla, it's important that you hit your protein goal. And then I would give her some tips and tricks on how to increase her protein on those days before changing anything else. I would also just go look at her body weight from the past week. So that started here. So she started the week at 258. She got down to 254, 256 that day. So about 2 to 3 pounds on average. So that's actually pretty steep weight loss for the week. So I know that having her at 1800 calories, her BMR is putting her in quite a bit of a deficit if she lost that many pounds this week. But consistency is number one. And so I want to make sure that that's true because I don't know what happened on the other days. She maybe could have eaten not very much. I don't know why this is so steep until I get that accuracy with the protein. So for this week, I wouldn't change her numbers. I would make sure that she hits her protein and her calorie goal at least 5 days out of the week. And then we can check out the scale next week and see what happens. If it's still a super dramatic weight loss, then I may increase her calories because I don't want her to lose it too quickly. Otherwise, she will gain it back. So that's this example. I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, so this is the next one. Deanna is a little bit further down the line. So she has already hit her goal weight and now she is looking to make this a lifestyle. So she's in lifestyle phase and she's maintaining her weight. And so what we have been doing is increasing her calories to see how much she can eat without gaining any fat. So right now we have her at 1750 calories. And she's also only tracking 5 days out of the week. We're starting to wean her off. So again, this is a little bit further down the line than what you guys are starting at, but I think it's kind of cool to see. So it looks like she's tracking today. She's hit her calories pretty close every day. She still doesn't have a fats and carbs. We're not worried about those ever. And she has also hit her protein pretty well. A little bit low some of these days, but she's still within range. Okay. So I know that she's been compliant. I know that she's accurate. She hit her calories and her protein. So she's doing everything right. And then I can go look at the scale and I can see this week that her body weight completely stayed the same, which is awesome. So, last week I increased her body weight stayed the same. Now I'm going to increase her again this week because the goal of the lifestyle phase is to be able to allow her to eat as much food as possible while still maintaining her weight so that her body can function properly, so that she can build muscle, so that she can feel good and have energy for her workouts and her day. She's a mom, she's busy. So we want her to have as much food as possible. So this week, what I would do is I'm going to increase her calories and keep her on a protein and calorie goal. So I'm going to post a chart at the bottom of this video, just generally how much you should increase or decrease when you're making your adjustments per week. For her, I wouldn't increase it more than 50, but you can go between 50 and 100 calories increase or decrease depending on the goals that you're wanting. Okay, I'm going to show you one more. Okay, this last one is a unique one that I wanted to show you because this is her 6-month progress. Okay, so back in October, right now it's February, she started here at 214, and you can see we've had some ups and downs, and she's just sort of been plateauing for months and months. And so in this case, we've been trying to figure out why. If we look at her chart over time, yellow means she hit her numbers, blue means she didn't. She's been relatively consistent throughout this entire process. And then if we look at her BMR is 1580. So what we started at was I started her at her BMR, and then I gradually, started to decrease it. We got to about a 20% deficit, which put her at like 1200 calories. And we still were just seeing this up and down, and nothing was really happening. And so week by week, we just, we took it week by week, decided what to do. Ultimately, I said, hey, I think you're in starvation mode. I think that we need to do reverse dieting in order for the scale to move. So what we did is I increased her calories over time, and I just continue to increase them over her BMR in hopes to reverse diet, boost her metabolism so that she can then lose the weight. So let's look at this week, how it went for her. So this week, boom, she's hit her calories every single day. She has also hit her protein every single day, which is great. And if we look at the scale, she started at 213, got down to 207. So I think we are finally starting, and this is in real time, you guys. I think we're starting to see some progress. We're going to break through this plateau by reverse dieting. So she's eating more, and now she's losing the weight. So for her this week, I'd say these are awesome results, so I'm going to keep her numbers the same. If we're getting the results that we're wanting, we want to keep them the same. So I'm going to keep her at her 1800 and see if she continues to lose or if it starts to go back up, and then I'll determine what to do at that point. So for her, I'm going to keep it the same. So I just wanted to show you those 3 examples to show you in real time how I make those adjustments. So I hope that you watch them. I hope that that's helpful for you. If you have questions about what adjustments to make, please attend our weekly group calls. Ask in the group. We are here for you. And then also check out the chart below so that you're making sure you're making those adjustments correctly. Keep in mind accuracy, consistency, hitting your protein and your calories, and then adjusting accordingly. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.